wanted to say was that if you follow my channel, then you know that I love going into truck stops, convenience stores, gift shops, and all that kind of stuff, because I just love that kind of thing. So we got up the next morning and we had to get ready to leave the Crown Plaza and Chicago. And we hated to do this because we sure hated leaving my daughter Allison. But we got to spend some quality time with her. We took her out to eat at the Bandit in Chicago. And we just hung out, exchanged presents, and then we headed back to the Crown Plaza. And now we're looking for the Route 66 sign, which was the beginning of Route 66. Which, as you know, Route 66 goes all the way from Chicago to Los Angeles, but we're gonna take it from Chicago to Las Vegas. So Chicago was looking nice with the Christmas lights still lit up in the early morning as we made our way trying to find this Route 66 sign. Good morning from Chicago, guys. Well, we got a train going by. But right here is the start of Route 66. This is Hey guys, first stop on this Route 66 tour from Chicago to Las Vegas, Dwight, Illinois, population 4,300, and we're just gonna drive through here real quick, see what's left of old Route 66. After checking out the historic family restaurant in Dwight on Route 66, we then checked out the historic Ambler Becker gas station. This was really cool to see this, the way it looked back in the day when Route 66 was in its heyday. I have to say, leaving Chicago and heading on this road trip kind of made me feel like Clark Griswold in search of Wally World. And guess what? We found a Wally's. It's a gas station that's starting to spring up in the Midwest, and Wally's kind of reminds me of a Buc-ee's. Real big gas station, a lot of gas pumps, and a lot of cool things inside. So just wait and check out all the things you can get at Wally's. The wind is blowing it crazy, but what I wanted to say was that if you follow my channel, then you know that I love going into truck stops, convenience stores, gift shops, and all that kind of stuff, because I just love that kind of thing. And so saw this sign for Wally's, which is supposed to be the biggest truck stop in the Midwest, but isn't the I-80 truck stop in the Midwest? That's in Iowa. I mean, so, but anyway, this is supposed to be the biggest in the Midwest according to them. But we're going to check out Wally's because it kind of looks like a Buc-ee's. It does have a whole lot of gas pumps. The first thing I see when looking at Wally's is that it's a lot like Buc-ee's. Look at the smokers and all the things you can get if you need gear for camping. And Lodge cookware. I love Lodge cookware. And then I saw this hat. This hat is for pennies for Vegas. I picked that up for him. I'll have to figure out how to mail it to him. And then they had some cool looking foxes. And a beaver just chilling. And a bear that just got up. He's probably not happy. He had to still be hibernating. And then they had this Winnebago that's full of more camping gear. And all kinds of popcorn, which you'll see more of that in just a minute. But they had clothes. They had just about everything you can imagine, like a department store. But they had a bakery, and oh, that looked good. And they also had some really good looking jerky, and they had barbecue where you could get sliced brisket or chopped brisket or pulled pork or turkey sandwiches. And it all looked and smelled delicious. And then if you needed snacks, they had it. They had everything. And they had coffee. All different flavors of coffee. But then I had to go back to the popcorn. The popcorn looked and smelled so good, and there she's mixing up some caramel popcorn. It's just scrumptious. And there's Tina. And they had a nice looking Christmas tree for the season. And a big moose. That must be Wally right there. We could have stayed in Wally's for hours, but we had to get back on the road.
Little windy, kids.
That's for sure. So, of course, I had to pick out some Chicago mix popcorn, which is the cheddar cheese and the caramel corn. It was really good. But we headed on now, getting close to lunchtime, so we stopped at a place called Fire and Smoke in Illinois. We're going to try out Fire and Smoke. Fire and Smoke. So as you walk in the front door of Fire and Smoke, you get a look at the wood that they use to make all this magic happen. And let me tell you, their barbecue was like magic. Look at these burnt ends, the brisket, and this pulled pork that was delicious. And I even had sweet potato casserole. Tina had a really big pulled pork sandwich. And I'm checking out the burnt ends. They were so meaty, nice crust. Their sauce was excellent. Big thumbs up on that. And Tina's trying her pulled pork sandwich. And I'll tell you, the pulled pork was really tender. Thumbs up from Tina on that. And I'm showing you the smoke ring on the brisket. And it was tender and scrumptious. But I'll tell you, this sweet potato casserole just about stole the show. It was so sweet. It was better than just about any dessert that I've had in a while. And you can see, I'm like, oh my gosh, 2 thumbs up on that. All right, it's 60 degrees, more than that, well, it's 64 degrees in Illinois, and we stopped at Fire and Smoke off of exit 18 on 55 south, or if you're going north, it's still exit 18, doesn't matter which way you go, but we're coming from Chicago. Still in Illinois. I don't know what the name of this town is. Stanton or something like that.
Yeah, possibly.
But I don't know, we might be below Stanton. But anyway, guys, Fire and Smoke is really smoking.
Really good.
It was really good. I had burnt ends, delicious. I had brisket, delicious. But I think of all the three things, I think the pulled pork was the best.
It was really good. And then sweet potato casserole that you had, it was so good. I tasted it, of course.
Oh,
it was yummy.
yes, it was.
So we just happened to find this little place, and glad we did.
Yeah, and we're probably gonna get some copyright music from the people behind us. I don't know what they're listening to, something in the 60s, but anyway, it was great, and we're heading on. We got to get to Oklahoma City. We got a long drive ahead of us still. So, see ya.
See you soon.
So we drove on by St. Louis and the Arch and headed on to Phillipsburg, where Redmond Candy Store is, and they have everything. Look at all the different flavors of soda. Pickle soda, I don't know about that. Bacon soda, I don't know about that either. Sweet corn, cucumber, and then they had all the Route 66 colas, and then some more crazy flavors of cola. So you can get just about any kind of flavor of cola you wanted. And then, of course, candy, even sugar-free candy. But they had just about any kind of candy you could ever think of. And then some. It's hard to walk out of there without something. Either some candy or a Route 66 souvenir, or kettle corn. And they got all these different flavors of kettle corn and all these different flavors of fudge. Hard to resist. So just look at all that chocolate. I think chocolate's my weakness, but we did get a few things before we left. Okay, so we stopped at Redmond's and we got the cheapest gas that we've gotten so far on the trip at $2.89 for 87 octane. So that wasn't bad. $2.89, hadn't seen that in a while. And then we picked out some turtles and, you know, pecan turtle, big giant pecan turtle. So let's see. Big giant. Let's show you. Look at that thing. That's huge. And some of them chocolate covered peanut butter pretzels things.
Those were good.
So anyway, we got enough snacks to last a while, get us through Vegas and get back home. And then we gotta get back on the diet.
Yeah.
But I'm not even gonna attempt it on this trip. So anyway, Redmond's Route 66 place, and we're continuing our historic journey down Route 66 on the way to Las Vegas from Chicago. See you in a little bit. It's getting dark.
Bye.
Okay, as you can hear, there's somebody, their Mustang is going off. But the Avid is very nice, and it's small. We're in Oklahoma City.
Yep. But it was comfortable and it did the trick.
And it's Christmas.
Yes.
Christmas
Merry
Day.
Christmas.
So honestly, I really enjoy sitting at my house in front of my tree on Christmas morning and just hanging out. But this is a little different year. We're heading to Las Vegas, and I wanted to drive there, so that's where we're going. And they finally realized, or maybe the Mustang gave up. So anyway, so the noise finally stopped. But Now we're heading on. We're gonna go through Oklahoma, through New Mexico, get into Arizona, and stay in Holbrook, which is one of the most dangerous towns in America, history and today.
Oh, wow. Okay, nice surprise.
So it'll be nice. We'll stay in our motel. That's a cool town, though. Honestly, it's really cool. So I've stayed at this motel many times, and that's where we're heading. Anything else, Tina?
That's all I know. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas. As we're driving through Oklahoma, it's 72 degrees.
On Christmas Day.
Merry Christmas, y'all.
Merry Christmas.
Alright, so we are now in New Mexico, just outside of Tucumcari, and we have just been driving today, so it's just been a crazy hectic day. We still got about 5 hours to go, but it's been a lot of driving. I would love to stop at places in New Mexico like Tucumcari and other places, but they got New Mexico locked down pretty good, and it's Christmas, so there's probably not a whole lot going on. But we are about 5 hours from Arizona, and that's where we'll be next.
The longer I've waited, the more that I've tried. All the years that I've wasted trying to find it. All that I go through for my peace of mind.
What do you think of New Mexico, Tina?
It's beautiful. Very, very beautiful. First time for me through this state, and it's gorgeous.
Yes, New Mexico is beautiful. So anyway, we're heading on. 40's right in front of me, and right there's 60 right beside the road, or 66. So 40's right here, 66 is right over there.
Let it all go out the window. No smoke in my eyes. I can hear the wind chiming. It's always been you in the back of my mind.
Alright, we're going into the world famous Klein's Corners. Got to get some gas, something to drink. And Tina, are you back there?
I'm back here.
It's cold now, ain't it?
Putting my layers back on now.
I know.
That got cold.
It's dropped down to 46 degrees from being 72 earlier.
Eases my soul. I let it all go out the window. No smoke in my eyes. I can hear the wind chiming. It's always been you in the back of my mind. When there are others, I do the routine. I dance all alone there. I try to be seen. I can hear the wind chime. It's always been you in the back of my mind. I let it all go out the window. No smoke in my eyes.
So we made it to Holbrook, Arizona. We will check into the Venetian when we get to Las Vegas. We're so looking forward to this. Gonna be a lot of fun, so you don't want to miss tomorrow's episode because it'll be part 3. We're getting to Las Vegas on this road trip, and so that ought to be fun. Might eat somewhere cool. We will see. And but I'll show you the room here real quick. So this is the Best Western Arizona Inn. So I've stayed here a lot of times because when I would come back and forth from going home to Virginia or coming back from Kingman, this seemed like the place that I always stay. It's an older place, but it's clean and cool and comfortable, and the bed is comfortable. So I like that. So hope you enjoyed the sights on the trip today, and I will see you on the next episode. Please like and subscribe, hit that bell, and we'll talk to you soon.